So we're 2 games into the season, and the Giants fans are already unraveling. And maybe I shouldn't say Giants fans, because it's only a small percentage of the fan base who are always the loudest and the dumbest. You guys are quick to run into these groups and complain about everything. The first thing I want to talk about is Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is playing for a team that has a significantly better offensive line. Between the 4 teams in the NFC East, only 2 teams can figure out the offensive line situation. It's not the quarterbacks. I'm not saying that Daniel Jones is as good as Dak or Jalen Hurts. It's just that we have to admit that the offensive line is still garbage. Now, we're not going to sit down and act like we have not seen bad quarterbacks behind good offensive lines. It's definitely happened before. So my thing is, y'all need to realize when it comes to Saquon Barkley, he just went to a team that's in a much better position than us. We were relying on Saquon Barkley to carry us to a position where we don't have to draft a quarterback, if you think about it. Because when you had Saquon Barkley come back last year, you put yourself in a position where you get the number 6 pick. Now, if he doesn't come back, or if you traded him after Daniel Jones got hurt, you're now possibly drafting top 3, because you just can't win games with Matt Breida and those other 2 quarterbacks. It's just not happening. So Barkley is good enough to not carry you to the playoffs, but to win enough games to not replace Daniel Jones. If that's the angle that a lot of you guys are coming from, a lot of you guys that are Barkley fans, right, are actually Daniel Jones haters. Like, it's weird how that works. And it's weird to see 366 on the right side of things, where it's like 366 does not like Daniel Jones, but they understand that Barkley needed to go. I think people don't like to admit it, but this is why the running backs had that meeting. Running backs are getting disrespected. It's not about Saquon Barkley. I see a lot of people saying a lot of dumb shit like the Giants chose Daniel Jones over Saquon Barkley. That's not what happened. They still could have paid Saquon Barkley. They're just running the team like a normal team when it comes to the running back position. And a lot of y'all would say that's unfair to Saquon Barkley, and it is, but that's life. Relying on Saquon Barkley, again, to put you in a position to not replace Daniel Jones by quote unquote carrying the team is just not the way to go. I mean, eventually Daniel Jones will not be on the team, but this whole weirdness of you guys rooting for Saquon Barkley and you're a Giants fan is weird to me. I don't really look at you as a Giant fan anymore, because I don't like the Eagles, and you shouldn't like the Eagles either. And the same with the Cowboys, and the same with Washington, even to a lesser extent, because we really realistically don't like the Cowboys and the Eagles for obvious reasons. So I don't care what was done to Barkley. I'm not a Barkley fan. I still got Barkley stuff hanging on my wall. I never cleared it off. Am I upset with Barkley for choosing the Eagles? Hell yeah, because I don't like the Eagles. Not because I don't like Saquon Barkley. I don't like the Eagles. That's it. But you guys are being extra weird, man. I saw a post earlier this week, or should I say Thursday, where people were going back in time talking about how we could have drafted Patrick Mahomes. And I'm just like, guys, y'all realize like all these quarterbacks that we could have gotten could have easily been hurt behind these offensive lines that we've had over the seasons. We're like one of the few teams that have had a bad offensive line for a decade across 2 quarterbacks. And maybe 4 if you count when, Jake Fromm played, and Jake Fromm and the other quarterbacks, Tyrod Taylor and DeVito. I mean, y'all thought they looked good. No, they just had Saquon Barkley out there, dummy. And I don't know, guys. You could have Patrick Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes not be as good as he is with the Kansas City Chiefs because they have Andy Reid, or he gets hurt. So I don't know, man. Y'all are stressing yourself out too early in the season. We haven't even played yet.
Stupid.